You don't have a license? What you gonna do, mate? Ah, fuck! I run into the wall. Hi, Zizaran here with another harvest video. I'm going to try to make a little bit more of an elaborate guide for the Power Siphon character. I'm having so much fun playing it, so I'll just start off by doing a map real quick. So yeah, this is an assassin Power Siphon character. I have like, I'd say the character is pretty much done now. There's nothing else I want, you know, except more levels. But yeah, the character is pretty much done now. It's extremely zoom. Fairly tanky. I think like at the end of the league, like I'm not using it as a boss killer because I'm on hardcore and it's not really that tanky, but it is fairly tanky for a map player. So I'm not using it against bosses, but at the end of the league when I'm like, yeah, sure, this character can die now, I'm gonna try it against like Awakener and a few other things and see what it can do. Because I've already done some conquerors and stuff with it and they die in like literally seconds. So it's sort of like vaporizes bosses. And it's like I've done some like Shaper Guardians and stuff like Minotaur and they die in around like 2 or 3 seconds. So yeah, I'll try to make it slightly better than the overview video, but I actually made like a proper path of building for it now, including leveling. A little bit less advanced than my normal leveling guides, because normally it's league starters and they have like, you know, you're using freezing pulse until level 1 to 4, stuff like this. This is a little rougher. Most of you know how I normally structure the leveling anyway, with the freezing pulls into Orb Storms. But yeah, no, honestly, like it's an amazing character. I have so much fun playing with it, and it just gets up to like really high movement speeds. I think it would be an extremely nice character for softcore to do everything. I think like doing Awakener and stuff shouldn't be much of a problem with this. You don't really want to face tank things, but you're very fast. You can see that the movement speed goes up to like I think once the elusive is up, that's like 230 or something movement speed. So it is a very speedy character. And the shield charge is very fast. So very fun to play. You have like the explosion helps a lot. Not that we're really scaling the explosions, but you know, removing the corpses is very big for, you know, like the porcupine explosions, detonate dead and things like that. So yeah, just really enjoyable, fun to play character. And it was very smooth to level. I think I leveled this in 2 or 3 hours. I can't remember, but it was extremely quick. I helped a Lyra for this build for Bandits. Your crit build, so you know, that is nice and helps with the resist. We're very tight on resist. I sold the Brand King to avoid getting like stun locked. I should upgrade these. And then Solar Rallycash for Fist Bleeds while moving. I'm self-casting Tempest Shield and self-casting Blood Rage. You don't need to do that. It's just nice as a source of frenzy charges. This is not something I'd recommend for beginners. It's going to be expensive. I've done it on solo self-fun. This is what I have on solo self-fun. And we can look over the gear a little bit. I'll make a separate video talking about how exactly to craft everything and go in detail. So it's basically a hunter one. This is the core part of the build. It's 1 to 6 lightning damage to attacks per 10 int. And then we have 1510 int. So 1510 int. So we get a shit ton of lightning damage from that. It intimidates, it penetrates, it's got crit, attack speed, and essence lightning. You see all the gear pretty much has int on it, as much as possible. Belt's very easy. I don't even know if an Elder belt is better. Cyclopean Coil, especially once you get an actual 15% one, has 18% increased attributes. Tailwind boots, decent shield, decent helmet, and like an explosion chest. Potions as well. I kind of would like a Bottled Faith. I think I'd replace the Diamond Flask because I'm pretty much crit capped without it now. Yeah, I would be for sure. So yeah, Bottled Faith instead of Diamond Flask. And yeah, Dying Sun's really nice. Basalt. Power Siphon True Projectiles is the best in slot enchant. And then when you look at the cluster jewels, the one I'm using is attack damage while holding a shield. I think the other one here is the same. It's 9 passive sadly, but this one's like a perfect one. Martial Prowess, Veteran Defender, and Drive the Destruction. And then you can see that all the jewels are pretty much like attack speed. They're very easy to make. And this other one has Feel the Fight and Veteran Defender. So Veteran Defender is the one I want. Gives me a lot of extra energy shield from my shield. And it gives me resist that we sorely need and 15 all attributes. It's like a really good node Other than that, I have an Emperor's Mastery. SSF, by the way, I'm proud of this. That's what you get from being the first person, or sorry, from the fastest person to do Uberlab per league. So, you know, there's 1 per league on SSF Hardcore, SSF Softcore, Hardcore Trade League, and Hardcore, Softcore Trade League. So 4 per day, basically, depending on the leagues. And 1 for each lab. So the Cruel Lab one as well. I don't feel like the Cruel Lab one is worth using. It's this one, the Emperor's Wit. So that's 6% intelligence and 30 crit chance. Obviously, you don't need the crit chance. And this one's nice because it's 5% defense and 7% all attributes. So I don't know. I think the Emperor's Mastery is worth using, and probably barely. I would rather, like, you could very easily just do another jewel like this or this. Either int and 3 attack speed mods or 4 attack speed mods. You want some attack speed with your attack speed? So they're like the best ones there. And remember, spell damage isn't bad for the build either, because increases and reductions to spell damage apply to attacks while wielding a wand. So it's the same as having increased elemental damage with weapons. And this is like the skill tree of the final one I'm using. Tranquility is the best Anoint. Again, like lots of spell damage from the percentage TS and stuff. For the endgame tree, you can see that we're using a Thread of Hope here. Getting as little minus all rest as possible here is good. It's very tight on resist. And we do want a second one. We want a second one here, which would be, let's see if I can like show real quick. So if we see here, you can see that we get loads of really juicy stuff. We get Overcharged, we get Harrier, we get Foresight, you get to take Coordination, like the more attack speed you get, the better. What else? Arcane Focus and Deep Wisdom. So you get some really, really nice nodes here that are super worth taking. So this is what it would ideally look like. You can see I wouldn't be resist kept with that. Other than that, I can show off the leveling here as well. I basically used, even though this is a spell slinger and normally you can do, you know, flat added to attacks, stuff like that, I didn't bother with that. I actually just had 2 like item level 2 driftwood ones that I made with, you know, by item level 2 from the vendor. The easiest way to get these is to make a new character, sell 1 scouring and 1 wisdom scroll to the vendor. That'll de-level your character to level 1, and then the ones you buy are item level 2. That's just to make it slightly easier to craft. And then you use metallic fossils. Ideally you want an open prefix, and then you can craft either lightning damage or spell damage once you get to like level, when did I bother doing it? Level 30, I think. And then you have a one with like lightning spell seal gems and 40 spell damage. This is more than enough to kill Uberlab with. Like, I think that's what I killed Uberlab with. Other than that, Gold Rim, Tabula, Valkyras, Wanderlust, Career Ward. And I would suggest getting Diamond Skin anointed on the Career Ward, because obviously, as you can see, there's not that much that gives you resist here. It's pretty much your helmet and your anoint. And then your rings, cold and lightning resist on these, and they give so much, like they give some leech, and they give a little bit of life, and they give lots of flat damage. So that's nice. They don't double dip, like even though it's a spells and attacks, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't work into spell slinger, sadly. And then hypnotic jewels, early on I had these, which is like, you know, item level 1. They can be any cold, fire, any damage spells while dual wielding, that's fine. And later you can do an onslaught jewel or like resist jewels if you need more resist. Then just Quicksilver of Adrenaline for leveling, and a Granite Flask helps a lot, and then Life Flasks. Yeah, very smooth leveling. And just wanted to try to like throw out this video because I know a lot of people are enjoying watching me play this on stream. So I wanted to make this, even though it's like slightly less detailed than my other videos. And then hopefully that helps you guys. I know it's not as detailed as my normal ones, but it's also a more advanced build, so hope that's okay. We've also just announced the fundraising event for the Path of Exile community race that we're doing. So we've been working a lot on that off stream, and there's another video for that you can check out. And there's more cool stuff coming, so I'm working on a lot off stream right now. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the content, enjoying the videos. If you're wondering how to support the channel, the best way is subscribing on Twitch probably. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. Thanks for subscribing and stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoy the videos. Try to die less than I do.